Hey Gemini, welcome to Honeybird Tarot. I'm Shan, and this is going to be your May 2021 general reading. If you haven't already subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Like this video if it resonates with you. Feel free to share it, and please hit the notification bell so you're notified when I make new uploads. If you'd like a personal reading, the link to my website will be in the description box. And please follow me on Facebook and Instagram. You can also book personal readings directly through my Instagram page. And I'm at Honeybird Tarot on both those platforms. All right, so let's get started, Gemini. Let's get an oracle message for you. Messages for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, please, for May 2021. Messages for Gemini. Messages for Gemini, please. Wow, so you got the earthworm. Taurus just had that. And it's about regeneration. You could be regenerating or healing from something. And also, earthworms break down waste and other organic matter and turn them into soil, the soil that we need to grow everything. Our food, plants, the very earth from which our bodies are made. So you might need some regenerative rest or to focus on what you're eating just to really regenerate your health. Messages for Gemini, please. One more card for Gemini, please. Thank you. The peacock. So with the peacock, you might be someone who it could be seen as very flamboyant, someone who is very attractive. But I also feel like for all the eyes that are on you, you have eyes on everyone else. So I feel like you are not someone who's easily ignored. But I also get that you are very aware of the fact that people are seeing you or that people have their eyes on you. This could be tiring you a little bit, and that could also be why you need to rest and regenerate yourself. Under the deck, you have the zebra. Again, the zebra is a very eccentric energy. So I feel like there's something about you, about how you present yourself in the world and the things that you do that are out of the ordinary, but it's what makes you you, and they're the things that make you attractive. But I get the sense that someone might be getting a little bit worn out by the constant, um, interaction, or just having to that constant energetic exchange that happens when you're always seen, or someone might be in the public eye for whatever these special gifts, talents, abilities are that they have. It could also just be that someone's appearance is very draws a lot of attention, but I definitely sense that someone needs to focus on regenerating themselves, and just allowing themselves to be. Like, even though you are a very different, possibly different acting or appearing person, I feel like you might feel some pressure to always show up that way, or feel like you might disappoint people if you are not as enthusiastic or energetic or flamboyant as people have come to expect you to be. So just focus on yourself, and if you need to go within, if you need to go underground like the earthworm, then do so. All right. So let's get some messages for Gemini. I'm going to use the Modern Witches Tarot. We'll use this in a minute. Messages for Gemini, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for May 2021. Also, I was starting another reading for you guys, and it got interrupted. And the dragon card came out. The dragon is about your sacral chakra. I'm sorry, not your sacral chakra. It's solar plexus chakra. So you might need to focus on that chakra, and that has a lot to do with your confidence and creativity. So your confidence and creativity, especially if you're someone, like I said, who's known for being very creative, very eccentric, very different, you might need to focus on healing and bringing that particular chakra into balance, and it may possibly be overactive or underactive. I just felt the need to share that message. Messages for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Messages for Gemini, please. The Eight of Swords. You wrapped up in your head about something, Gemini. Feeling unable to make a move or make a decision. It's just your mental energy. The Devil is here, Capricorn energy. You could feel trapped in some sort of addiction or obsession or codependent energy, a codependent relationship. The Seven of Pentacles. Contemplating whether the investment that you made has been worth it, and deciding whether you need to go back to the drawing board or make any adjustments to the investment that you made. I also feel like you could be waiting for something here. The Two of Pentacles. It's about juggling, about balance, but it's also about creating change. And a lot of times it's when there's big change happening in our lives that we tend to end up juggling lots of different things before, before we decide to release one thing or the other. The Two of Pentacles to me is temporary energy, and sometimes it lasts longer than we may like, but I feel like it lasts as long as we, decide that we don't want to release something or don't want to let something go. But nobody can juggle forever. Under the deck, we have the Nine of Pentacles. So I get the sense that what someone could be juggling with is possibly a relationship. Like I said, a potentially codependent relationship that they're looking back over and analyzing whether it's worth it to keep trying to juggle this kind of toxic relationship. There's a lot of earth energy here. The Devil is Capricorn, Seven of Pentacles, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Two of Pentacles, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Nine of Pentacles is Virgo. Yeah, you could definitely be dealing with the earth sign here, especially a Capricorn, but any earth sign. And I feel like you're really wrapped up in your head about whether or not to let this go. You feel like you can't, but you're not bound. You're not bound. And this Eight of Swords, she could back up against any of those swords and cut herself loose from that rope. And this water that she's standing in is barely a puddle. It's not deep. She can step out of that at any given time. There's no danger of drowning. She's just choosing not to move. Like I said, she could back up against those swords and release herself from those, from the binds, and remove her blindfold and be about her business. But those swords represent her own self-limiting thoughts. And then the card of the devil. These chains are so loose on these people that are chained to this devil's throne here. They could just pull it right over their head. They could release themselves from this addiction, obsession, codependent energy, this toxicity at any moment. But it's their own mental energy that keeps them tied to this. And I feel like someone could have been waiting a long time to try to release themselves from this, but they keep analyzing whether they should stay because they've already made an investment into whatever this is. I feel it's a romantic relationship because the Nine of Pentacles is here, and the Nine of Pentacles is about singlehood. Someone who is on their own, focused on creating abundance for themselves, creating their own stability, and coming to the point where they are flourishing on their own and are able to tap in more with nature and more with spirit. That's represented by this bird on her hat. Because they have focused on themselves. And look, right under that is the Ten of Pentacles. So I feel that, and the Ten of Pentacles is about having lasting generational wealth and abundance within a family, and it's about marriage and commitment. So I honestly feel that the commitment that you want to be in, Gemini, you will find after you have focused on yourself, after you have solidified your own stability and released whatever this is that you are juggling. Just allow the change to happen. All right. Let's clarify. And Gemini, this Eight of Swords is definitely your energy. You got the Inquirer clarifying the Eight of Swords. I love to read this card whenever I get it. So it says, I call to remembrance my song in the night. I commune with mine own heart, and my spirit made diligent search. Psalm 77 and 6. So I feel like in order to release yourself from these self-limiting beliefs, this stuck energy that you are in, you need to pray to align yourself with spirit, realign yourself with your destiny, go within to find that light so that you can release yourself from whatever these things are that are holding you back. Why is the devil here for Gemini? The devil's here because of the ancestors. Ooh, and the child. So what I feel like is, has someone held back or has them in a codependent or trapped energy is some ancestral wounds that need to be healed and some inner child healing that needs to be done. The child card suggests, like I said, that some traumatic event or something happened in your childhood that needs to be addressed. And I think your ancestors are urging you on to address that issue so that you can release yourself from this toxic or codependent energy. I honestly feel like someone could have an addiction, could be to drugs, sex, shopping, working, whatever, doing anything out of balance because they are trying to soothe or mask some pain that came about from childhood wounds, and your ancestors are trying to help you heal that energy so you can release yourself from this addiction or this toxicity. Why is the Seven of Pentacles here? Because of the Fox card. So the Fox card is about healing. It's about coming to a place where you are finally stable enough. And the Nine of Pentacles talks about stability too. And the Fox card is also a nine. It's the Nine of Clubs. But it's about singlehood, coming to enough stability in yourself that you are finally able to really heal. It's very difficult to heal when your basic needs are not met, when you are unsure of your living situation or your job or your finances, all those things. So coming to a place where those immediate needs are met so that you can focus on spiritual things. And I feel like you have been waiting to reach this level of stability, but I think you're coming into that. And I think once you have achieved that level of stability, you'll be able to really look back and reevaluate your life, reevaluate the moves you've made, the investments that you've made into potentially a toxic relationship or just into yourself in general, and see where it's necessary for you to make changes. Why is the Two of Pentacles here for Gemini? Because of the ring card. Wow, Taurus got this too. You could be dealing with the Taurus, Gemini, especially with all this earth that you have here, and you got two cards in common with them. Wait, I actually did two readings for Taurus, and in their first reading, they had the Eight of Air too. So I definitely feel like you can have Taurus in your chart or be dealing with one. But the ring card is here, so I feel like someone is juggling, going back and forth about whether or not they want to make an offer of commitment to another person. This could be you trying to decide whether you want to commit to a certain relationship or someone trying to decide whether they want to commit to you. And if this is something, this combination here could also be something that invites toxicity into a romantic relationship. If a person is unclear about whether or not they want to commit to that relationship, I could definitely see that becoming a toxic or codependent situation, if this commitment is unclear or unstable. I just get the sense that some sort of healing needs to take place before this commitment is offered. Under the deck, you have the Bear card. So the Bear card is kind of like the Strength card. It's sometimes it represents a motherly energy, but it's also about um, courage and protection. I feel like there's a need for you to protect yourself. I get the sense that you might feel like you are in some sort of danger or facing some sort of hardship, and there are people around who see it but are not necessarily willing or able to assist you. And so you kind of have to do your best to get yourself out of this situation. And that with the Nine of Pentacles, which is about singlehood, really suggests to me that maybe you need to release yourself from this relationship. Perhaps someone who you are in, a codependent or toxic relationship with has offered you some sort of commitment, and you're trying to decide whether or not you want to accept their offer. And to me, it looks like something here needs to be healed first before you enter into this commitment. All right, Gemini, if this resonated for you, please let me know in the comments. Please like the video, share it, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell. And I will see you guys back here for your next reading. Pwelu Ife, with love. Bye-bye.